The tribe, peace to the collective. It's the Hood Mystic, representing www.hoodmystic.com. Be sure to check my profile out. Look at the link tree, all of the stuff that I got going on. Whatever tickle your fancy. If y'all don't know, me personally, I'm a metaphysician, occultist, astrologer. I'm a psychic. I'm really into spiritual technology and spiritual information. I believe that we have been lied to. I believe that we don't actually get taught the truth. You understand? And so it's my job, my personal understanding, to continue to probe and seek out these mysteries. You know, I come up in a society where people feel like since they watch Bobby Hemmett videos that, you know, they've uncovered every single mystery known to man. And they don't need to do nothing besides listening to Bobby Hemmett videos. And maybe I was like that at a point in time in my life before. But once I realized that Bobby Hemmett was just somebody who gave us a blueprint or showed us how to do the work and self-actualize and self-realize, but not to follow him. So I appreciate people who have came before me, but I also understand that I can't rely on their research to carry me through. So I'm going to provide my own research and my own breakthroughs with the public, just so we can continue to grow and learn in the space of metaphysics and occult science, because the inner way is the only way. Today's lesson will be centered around the Bible, believe it or not, and the Bible, the verse chapter and verse 26, and it reads as follows. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the cattle, and over all the earth, and every other creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Y'all might not realize that this is metaphysics, astrology, and occultism in this little verse. Let's just start. Let's start with dominion over the fish of the sea. What do y'all think that the Bible is talking about? It's talking about the constellation of Pisces. Let's go further. And over the fowl of the air. What do y'all think that is talking about? There is a actual constellation called Aquila or Aquila, depending on how you pronounce it, and it's a fowl. And over the cattle, well, that's Taurus. And over all of the earth, well, that's Virgo. And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, well, that is Scorpio. Now, how do you understand the cosmos in relation to your human everyday life? It's right in the beginning of the chapter, in the beginning of the verse. And God said, let us make. Let us make. All right. How do you make man in our image? Let's unpack this for a second, because it's easy to skip over it, but it's harder to really understand it and then apply it in your everyday life. Because now once you understand, when they say let us make, they talking about making love. That's how you make man in our image. You don't build them. You don't go to a factory. The way that you make man in our image is through sex. God is saying this. So the most spiritual thing, the thing that gives you the most spiritual power, is how, why, when, and where you make. Let's go a little further. What is make in etymology? Make is a noun. So let us make. To make something, that's an actual thing. It's not abstract. It's not confusing. It's not like, well, what does the Bible mean when it says let us make? It says, it says it right here. Match, mate, companion, mate, equal. Okay? one of a pair, comrade, consort, husband, wife. Right off the rip, the first chapter in the Bible. Let us make man in our image. So everything religious, everything spiritual, everything in reference to divinity is found in this simple word, make. How do you apply that into our normal day conversation? What do you do with love? You make love. You create love. You make love. Okay? And this is, in a nutshell, spirituality. Let's go a little further. This is pre-biblical artistry. This is the primordial creation of man and woman. So when the Bible says, let us make man in our image, we already knew that. In Hindu mythology, the image of the Yab Yum, this is something that predates Christianity. This is something that predates Judaism. So the science of sex, but like, this is a vocal form of sex. This is an occult, metaphysical form of sex. This is a companionship. This is a long time excavation of truth through the modality of sex. See, when you're single, it's not like you having sex, but you're not having consistent sex, so you're not having sex with a companion. You're not having sex with an equal. You're not having sex with a mate. You're having sex when you can get it and how you can get it. When you develop a relationship, when you develop a companionship, when you develop a trust, you are learning to practice how to be God. Let's tie this even further. Where do you generally get married at? You generally get married at a church. The reason why is because the ritual of marriage is that of God. Now, society and culture has muddied the water to which as a person might get married for this, a person might get married for that, and then you like, why my relationship ain't working out? Do y'all have the same goal to become God? To become God. Like, you cannot become God by yourself. You cannot understand divinity by yourself. You cannot understand religion by yourself. You cannot understand spirituality by yourself. Read. Let us make man in our image. Let us. Even God is telling you. What is God telling you? He not by himself. If God was by himself, the sentence would read as follows. Let me make man in my image. One's in the chat if that makes sense to y'all. One's in the chat if that makes sense to y'all. If God was by himself, he would say, let me make man in my image. In any Bible you pick up, you open up to this verse, you'll see Genesis 1 verse 26. It's simply telling you, God said, let us. God talking to his wife. Do y'all understand that? God talking to his wife. Hey, babe, why don't we create a civilization of people? God can't do that by himself. You can't do shit by yourself. It say it right here. It's clear to me. Cause it don't just stop there. It say, let them have dominion over the cosmos. That's profound. Let them understand the cosmos. Okay? And society be lying to us. Society don't tell us the truth. But it's real simple. If you a man, your job is to become a man. Because when you are a man, you will have the ability to attract a feminine energy. When you're a woman, it's your job to become a woman. And to become a woman is very simple. You must gain insight. Do y'all see that? Insight. This is very simple, but as many women as I talk to, it's more of outside. Care about what you look like, care about what the external is, your housing situation, your boyfriend, what your boyfriend look like, right? Very rarely, very, very, very rarely do you hear someone say, I've been meditating so deeply over these past 2 months. I've been focused on my meditation. You very rarely hear that from women, okay? And I'm saying to learn how to be a divine feminine is to learn how to listen to yourself. If you feel like your physical features are the thing that is your problem for establishing and tapping into a relationship, then you have been taught lies. You are fascinated by lies. And there are millions of women. Listen to me. Is a privilege and an honor, and it's something that you should be grateful for, because it's millions of women who only care about the external. It's millions of women who really feel like once they get their BBL, they're going to be in the game. I've talked to women that have told me this. I've had many women ask me for money to assist them in the process of getting their BBL. But what y'all must not understand, the primordial divinity is established by gaining insight, by tuning in to the goddess within, seeing it clearly. And when you see it clearly, she is going to speak to you. She is going to speak to you. But I never heard a female say, I've been really doing the work. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and I've been meditating and I've been peering into the goddess that lives in my heart, and I've listened to everything that she have to say, and I've been following her wisdom. So it's easy to talk to me and talk about your confusion, see where you at, see where you not at. It's easy to do that. Hello. It's I don't think so. It's okay. Yeah. He'll be fine without it. Yes. No.
You couldn't have me one.
I could go to the store and get one.
Yeah. Yeah, I left mine at home.
So, think about this. To make your life easier, take your personal meditation seriously. Release the physical constraints, because in reference to the physical constraints, even that is an internal process. Meaning that the herbs that you take, the food that you intake, the thoughts that you entertain, the ideas that you are fascinated by. Are you fascinated by the goddess within? Does that move you to find that? And men, you can't be out here with nothing to offer. The problem is, listen, guys. Listen. I mean this. The problem is, you want sex more than you want skill. The problem is, you want sex more than you want understanding and understanding and overstanding. Because once you have understanding, understanding, and overstanding, you'll be directed in what is it that I need to learn to make me better. And that's going to take you some time, okay? Focus in on that. We are all young men. I don't care if you're 40 years old, you're still young in the game, and you need to develop a skill. You need to develop understanding for the planet. You need to rise above your emotions. You need to rise above your fears as a man. And this will be your natural attraction. Because a man that walks with understanding, understanding, and overstanding and skills, he is a one of one. You will have your pick of the litter. The problem is when you just want sex and you don't have skills, you are a natural, women are naturally repelled by you. Or you could develop the skills to be persistent in getting women, right? You could develop those skills. And so you'll get the woman that you'll follow Andrew Tate or some shit like that. You'll follow Kevin Samuels or something like that. And you'll get her. Cause you manipulated your way into the pussy. You wanted pussy that bad. You got some pussy. But now it's time for her to play ball. It's time for her to get hers. And listen, when a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love, and it's too late to talk about it. Listen, I don't have no problem with women, cause I don't fuck them. The moment you start fucking with me, the moment they start giving you their whole ass to kiss. So if you don't have compassion and skillful means, leave these women alone. Don't bother them. They not going to bother you. You don't got to get on the internet talking about women is this, women is that. You don't got to do that. Women don't bother me. And if a woman have a personal interest in me, she'll tell me. Business, personal, sexual, whatever. They'll tell you. But it's about you having an understanding, and overstanding of your personal purpose. So you can have something to offer to the relationship besides dick. The problem is, men only have dick to offer. That's the problem. And then when the problems arise, when the stress arises, when the emotionality arises, niggas be like, all right, let me fuck you a little bit. I'll make it better. One's in the chat if niggas try to fuck the problems away. Because I don't want to sound crazy before I get off this live. You ever told your problems to a nigga and he'd be like, well, let's just fuck it. Let's just fuck it out. One's in the chat. Because I don't want to sound crazy. One's in the chat if nigga think his dick is going to solve all the problems in your life. Well, maybe me and you should just fuck. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying. The car note is due. But if you give me some pussy, he ain't talking about no car note money, nothing. He think like him having sex is a magical thing that's about to happen, nigga. Okay. So yeah, listen, get you a man that has understanding, and overstanding. And if you cannot find that man, it's because you lack insight. So if you single and you're a woman, stop bullshitting on your meditation. Stop acting like meditation is something that you don't need. Stop acting like fantasies and ego pursuits is what's going to drive you through life, bitch. Stop. Let it all go, ho. Let all that dumb shit go away, all your fantasies, all the things that you want, because you don't deserve that shit. Meaning you haven't completely served the meaning of getting that shit. You've been in your mind and in your emotions trying to manifest that shit, believing lies, ho. Meditate, bitch. Stop listening to these hoes online. I don't care who they is. Bitches would be telling me, oh, I'm in such and such group. You think I give a fuck? Y'all really think I give a fuck who y'all associate with? You really think I give a fuck who you associate with, ho? Have you meditated, bitch, or not? Have you gained the insight of the wisdom of the goddess or not? Because if you don't have that, I can't do shit with you. Bitch, you don't even got inner peace. And you look halfway decent. How am I going to work with that? I can't work with that. It's 11:11. It's going to be guys that you'll find, ladies, it's going to be guys that you'll find if you don't meditate. But I guarantee you, they going to be the type of niggas that's trying to solve all of their problems with their dick. Okay? They trying to make you come. They trying to fuck you as a problem solver, dumbass. Because you do not have because you haven't meditated. So please, stop trying to get cute for these niggas. Think about when you tell a nigga your problem, he automatic. I'm a dude. I'm a dude. I know when the bitch tell me her problems, I think, well, we can fuck and we can make it go away by fucking. I think like this. So I'm telling y'all the fucking truth. I'm gonna tell you the real. Okay? You don't wanna tell a nigga your problems. You don't wanna find a nigga to help you. You wanna be safe. And you want to tune in and tap into your divinity. And the way that you do that is by meditating, bitch. Okay? Peace.